Next up is our good friend Tony Nadal, Colonel, retired, as a captain when I met him, Alpha Company, 1st Battalion, 7th Cavalry, company commander. And if I have a spiritual home in the Army, that's it. After X-ray, we went on a lot of other operations, and Hal would always tip me off no matter where I was hiding out. And I would scoot up from Saigon or down from Da Nang, and generally always marched with Alpha Company. And Tony and his radio operator and I would dig a hole on some hillside, and if it was quiet enough, lay back and smoke a cigarette and look at the stars and talk about what we might do and what we might become when all this was over. And we never lost track of each other, and we're still best friends today. And Tony, take it away.
We have been best friends for a long time. I'd like to sometimes I used to smoke cigars, which I stole from Bruce Crandall when he had him in his helicopter, and I'd take him out before I jumped out of the helicopter. The first, last, and always, my memories of X-ray are about my soldiers. The quality of service given by the young men of this battalion was extraordinary. At this table sits a lot of the leadership of the battalion, and I immodestly will say that the battalion had good leaders. But it all finally came down to the rifleman pulling the trigger and holding his position or assaulting the enemy. And Bill Beck represents the best of the soldiers in our unit. So as General Moore said, it was a drafty Army, but we went in there with soldiers who had 14 days left in the Army, and they gave their all on that battlefield. Secondly, I'd like a second memory for me forever will be that of Hal Moore. He is just a man of great virtue, great leader, honest, great integrity, and just has been a role model to me for most of my life. The couple of other memories, after a day's fighting, when we're tired, worn out, very thirsty, we've all run out of water because, you know, there's a Rudyard Kipling poem called Gunga Din, and it starts out with a paragraph that says, "You may talk of gin and beer when your quarter's safe out here, and you're sent to Pennified and Aldershot. But when it comes to slaughter, you will do your work in water, and you lick the blooming boots of him that's got it." And that was absolutely correct, because under the adrenaline pumping situation of battle, you become very thirsty, because that's just a natural body reaction, and you drink all your water very rapidly. And by 5 o'clock, we were out of water, and we were all thirstier than hell. Plus, we'd been fighting all day, and we'd had casualties, and we had to go on an assault, and I knew the troops were tired and worn, so I gathered them together in this creek bed, and I gave them a little speech about there's a platoon out there that is our soldiers, and we have to go get them and whatever. And I tell this story because the reaction of the soldiers was superb. I mean, it was all, yeah, let's go get them, let's help them. Nobody hung back. We go on the assault, and I'm standing up in the middle of this field, and a machine gun opens fire, and on this side of me is my artillery forward observer and his radio operator. On this side of me is one of my radio operators. this machine gun opens fire and kills this gentleman. I'm talking to this lieutenant when I see his compass on his chest explode, and the gentleman on that side, Sergeant Jackie Gall, one of my good friends in the company, falls dead. But in that circumstance, the only thing you think about is, I got a job to do. And so I grabbed another soldier, put the radio on him, and we continued our mission. There are lots of other things I can talk about, but Bill hangs out in the left flank of my company and with his machine gun manages to hold off. He's at a crucial junction, crucial spot on the ground, and he and others in that platoon hold off the enemy coming down that creek bed. I have a request, and that is that this is, to me, an unusual gathering, and we're getting us all together here. And I'd like a copy of a photograph of this, and I know that lots of you are taking pictures, and if I could have one of you meet me after, so I can give you my email address, because I'd love to have this picture.